Hey guys, it's marriage mentor Jeeva Sam with another memo for married men. Well, today we're going to conclude the series of short clips that I've been doing on taking a timeout and what to do during the timeout. Of course, a timeout is essential when things start to escalate. You prevent further damage by calling a timeout, just like you do in a game. And what do you do in the timeout? Well, the first thing you do is you actually invite the Holy Spirit to come and shift the spiritual atmosphere. Because if you're still staying in that place of hostility, animosity, toxicity, then you're not going to get anywhere. So the atmosphere needs to be cleaned up first of all. And remember, you do have some time. A timeout means there's a definite duration to it. So once you do that, then in your private space, you make a choice. You choose to forgive. I choose to forgive you, Slodina, for what you said, what you did, etc. And then we talked about how to empathize, how to enter into the emotional world of your wife in this case, and come up with a sentence that begins with these words: you, as a result of what I said, did whatever, you must have felt, or this is how you must have felt as a result of what I said, did, etc. And so I also offered you the gift of a feelings chart that we have in our book that you can use if you have trouble expressing your feelings, or finding appropriate words to articulate what you're really feeling on the inside. All right. So you're empathizing. And after you finish empathizing, what are the next few steps that you do? Well, here's the first step. The next thing you do, by the way, you got this all planned, right? You got this all pre-planned, and now the timeout is gone. It's over, and you're having a face-to-face conversation. Here are the 5 steps that you follow to lead to reconciliation. So they're right on the screen for you to see. First of all, you take responsibility for what you did. So you got to state exactly what you did that hurt your spouse. Hey, honey, I hurt you by, and then make sure that you got the hurt right. You'll be amazed how many people don't get it right. You think you hurt your wife by saying or doing one thing, and that never bothered her, but something else you said or did bother her. Well, don't second guess. Just ask her, hey, did I get that right? And then let her tell you, if you did or not. And then this is the number one thing that's really key to make this process work: do not justify what you did under any circumstances. Well, the reason I said that, did that, blah blah blah, it does not fly, guys, in this particular case. So just admit the guilt, and then let her correct you if you need to. Then of course, here's the exercise that you did that's going to come in handy. You're now going to say, hey, this is how you must have felt. And then you list the feelings that you identified. And then you say, hey, did I identify them all, or did I leave anything out? Now you give her a chance, to vent. Because, if she has some other feelings that she's holding back, and she doesn't let them out in the open, you're not going to lead to a resolution. And so that gives us her chance to let you have it all. And don't feel like she's letting you have it all. You're just giving her a chance to also clear the air. Don't take it personally. Just be a man and take it. All right. And then, after you both have gone through this exercise of empathizing and then her releasing her feelings, you now have to express your remorse. So this is like, hey, this is how I felt or I feel right now about what I did. I'm sorry, guilty, ashamed, whatever the case may be. And then you ask for forgiveness. Honey, will you please forgive me for what I did and the hurt it cost you? And now, if your spouse is a Christian wife, then she will forgive because you know that that's the right thing to do. But you cannot stop there. Here's the next step. And I think my subtitle is blocking some of that. You have to commit to making a change. You have to commit to prevent this hurt from recurring. And so so you have to come up with a plan saying, hey, here are some things that I'm going to do from now on that will prevent this, prevent you from getting hurt again the same way that I did before. So, for example, if the hurt was because of your financial overspending, then you say, from now on, before I spend money on something, above $50 or whatever the case may be, I will talk to you first. And now, having come up with those steps that commit yourself to change, you once again check with your wife. Hey, honey, are you okay with those? And if she says no, yes, or well, you know what, I would like you to do this as well. Talk to me before you actually even go look for something, so that we can decide if it's even necessary or not, or you can convince me of the necessity of it, whatever the case may be. So whatever she says, you are open to it. And guys and gals, because I know some of you wives are watching this, you want to know what Pastor Jiva is feeding into your man's head. And so you know what, when you go through this process, that I left it there for a long time so you would really get into it. And if you want a copy of this, just send us a DM and I will be glad to send it to you. Or, you can get a copy of our book. It's all laid out there for you in black and white, and all the background information with a little bit more detail than what I'm able to share, on a reel like this. All right. So have yourself a great day. And of course, we're in the season of Christmas. So, guys, make sure that you do not go into the new year with some hurts hanging over you. Make sure that you have done your level best to be reconciled on all fronts with every hurt. And can I give you a little hint? Ask each other, hey, is there something from this past year that is still bothering you, that we haven't actually talked about or resolved? Well, now you have a process to apply that. And again, remember, when you start discussing this, if things do get heated, as they sometimes will, all you have to do is to call a timeout and then work through these things in the timeout and after the timeout. All right. Have a great day. Have a great Christmas. God bless. We'll talk to you again soon. I'm marriage mentor Jeeva Sam.